Sorry about that. I know I only have a certain amount of time when I'm recording these. So just again, where am I going to put my decimal point so that I have an answer that is close to 240? Well, I know that I'm going to put my decimal point between this 4 and 2 because this would give me an answer of 234 and 24 hundredths. Okay? Same thing for the next problem. 2 and 78 hundredths times 14 and 6 tenths. Again, I'm just going to estimate 2 and 78 hundredths, let's say we'll round that to 3 times 14 and 6 tenths, we'll say 15, and 3 times 15 equals 45. Okay, I can solve without my decimal point. I can go through the whole thing. It's going to give me an answer of 40588. And again, I just need to think, where am I placing my decimal point so that I have an answer of close to 45? Well, if I put my decimal point over here, I have 4,058 and 8 tenths. Does that round to 45? That's what you have to think. No, right? If I put my decimal point between the 5 and the 8, I have an answer of 405 and 88 hundredths. Is that going to be an answer that's close to 45? No. I need to put my decimal point between the 0 and the 5 because that is going to give me an answer of 40 and 588 thousandths. When I round this, I get an answer that's pretty close to 45. Okay. Question 8 asks, how did we know where to put our decimal point for 38 and 4 tenths times 6 and 1/10? Again, we just discussed our estimate was 240. When I place my decimal point, I have to think I need an answer that is close to 240. The last problem, question 9, is 14 and 7 tenths times 3 and 2 tenths. There's a few ways to solve this. The easiest could be how we just solved for the previous questions, where you make an estimate and then you solve without using a decimal, and then you place it back at the end. We can try that. So let's take a look. I have 14 and 7 tenths. Again, I'll round that to 15 times 3. Again, I'll get an answer of about 45. That's my estimate. So then when I solve without my decimal points, 147 times 32. Sorry, this is a little sloppy. 7 times 2, 14. Carry my 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. Placeholder 0. 7 times 3, 21. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I have 4, 10, 7, 4. Now I have to think, where am I placing my decimal point so that I have an answer that is close to 45? Don't know why that's not letting me circle that. But I'm going to have to place my decimal point between the 7 and the 0. When I place my decimal point between the 7 and the 0, I have an answer of 47 and 4 hundredths. So that's pretty close to 45.